Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now, as you guys saw my post, I got first place at our OTS. I have a regional coming up in Ohio. I think on the 16th at the Expo Center. I'm gonna play in that event. I want to test a bunch of like different Dragon Link ratios that I normally play. So I just completely not overhauled this deck, but I played a completely different like engine in this stuff, and I gotta say it's probably just I would probably keep it this way forever, to be honest. Also, real quick, you guys can see the new sign, dude. I want to give a big shout out to my boy Cody. He was like, "Hey, dude, I got you something for your birthday. Shipped it to your house," and this showed up, and I was like, "Sheesh." Yeah, dude, I hate the sheesh, but this looks good though, right, bro?
I think it does.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Hurting my eyes a little bit staring
yeah,
at it.
I
But,
know,
yeah.
dude. The blue sometimes will get you. But once again, I got some Dragon Link stuff for you. I'm gonna go kind of in depth with this and why I chose to play whatever and why it was so good. So, without further ado, boys, let's go. Dragon Link best deck.
With the QCR. Ooh, QCR Striker. You can't even tell on the camera.
That's alright. You'll have that. But me and my boy Cody played in the finals. He opened he opened pretty unplayable game one, and then King Sark just carried me to the dub. So now this is gonna look way different than normal. So I'm playing 60 cards, and yeah, let's just right on to it. So 1 red MD, 2 black metal, 1 Seyfert. And then we're playing the 2 Samsaras. Then you go, oh, Sonny, dude, like, what the fuck is different than this? You know, whatever. So I decided to play the Rose Dragon stuff today. I think Rox Rose is just low-key one of my favorite cards after playing today. This card is insane. So the Rock Rose, obviously you can search the Red Rose with it, but it searches the quick play spells, the Reborn, or the special from hand. But it kind of makes you not droll proof, but it helps you against droll, because this deck, once again, like I talk about droll all the time with this deck. You can like summon Rox Rose if that's your normal summon. Search the spell. If they droll you there, you just make Striker or Pisty. Don't do anything. Sometimes you would waste the Pisty, and then you would just Reborn back and then make Seal and pass. If that's like the worst it can do. Also the Red Rose, this card's still at 1, and if you open Fenrir this. You just Fenrir, normal, search if you want, and then make Baron immediately. Then this will summon the rocks from deck to add the spell, and then you make Striker Dragon, and then the spell summons back the rocks, and then you make Seal or Ramis or whatever you're trying to do, you know what I mean? The Rose Dragon shit was just insane today. Also hitting rocks off of a Zombie Vampire was just so. I'm going to talk about those cards later. And then for the one-ups, obviously the white, the black. I went back to 1 Phantasma today, mainly for this stuff, just because it was a 7 to start my turn to make the Baron play, and then do what I just talked about. Card was insane. And then I was playing Galactic Spiral. Once again, this card, not this card, this card also, the rocks makes this live all the time. You normal search the spell, make Striker, use the spell, summon this back, you can summon this from your hand or graveyard, because you control 2 Dark Dragons or 2 you know what I'm saying. So, and then Leveneer and Chaos Emperor. Chaos Emperor is just insane. So, and then for the Rockets, we're playing the 2 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 1 Synchron, and still just that 1 Abstratter. I think this ratio is fine. Also, this is a 7 for the Rox Rose stuff, which actually came up a few times today. And then just 3 Lebellion, 2 Saronir, 2 Druis, and the 1 Magnamut. The one thing that I talk about with this deck too, where it's kind of weird because it's not one of the decks that you can favorably play Droll. Like obviously you can play Droll, but it stops you from Magnamut searching on their turn, which is kind of like your steamroll play, because usually you play for the turn 3. You set the regained whatever. So the Droll is just kind of, I talk about Droll a lot just because it's such a very real card. So I'd actually rather play against Shifter than Droll all day. And then we went back to the boy, dude. We played 3 Noctivisions today. Obviously a 7 for this stuff. Obviously this doesn't get the draw if you Synchro with it, but I just enjoyed seeing this card all the time, every time. This card is just fucking just so good, dude. I just love Noctivision now. Once again, a 7, like I mentioned, the Fenrir. I don't have to say anything about Fenrir. And then we are playing the horror stuff. The 3 SETI, the 1 Happy, and then the 1 Debna Tefnuet. I went back to this one. I wanted to play, a lot of the time too, I wanted to play a other name. Because sometimes I would actually open the Rose Dragon spell with another copy of the card. So I was just like, oh, like, you know, I can go through and like do the normal stuff. Plus the King Sark stuff just carries you through a lot of shit. Like, my boy Cody today, he was playing Unchained, like you guys saw on that profile, and King Sark is just really insane against that deck for sure. So that's it for the monsters. We don't play hand traps, and then we're playing the Boot Sex, the Ravine, the 1 Regained, the 1 Chaos Space. You probably can't even see this QCR. This card just looks so good, dude. The QCR stuff just makes me super happy. Yeah, and then the 1 Basil Rose Shoot. Once again MVP. And then for the last 2 one-ofs, I played Called by the Grave. I enjoyed this card. I was playing 2 Basil Rose Shoots. I cut one of them for the Called by. I know it sounds fucking dumb. Like, why weren't you playing Called by before? But I was just trying to play, you know, just super gas and not break or anything. And then the last one-of spell is Reasoning. This card, I didn't draw it today, but in theory, this is like one of the better cards in the deck. Just because it just does so much for you. Now that we're playing 3s, like normally game 1 you would just be like, oh yeah, they're playing fucking Dragon Link, like yeah dude, you know, whatever. But the Reasoning, if they're playing the Rocks Rose shit, is just the Rocks Rose stuff, dude. I just can't. Red Rose Dragon shit, whatever the fuck. It's just too good. I don't know. And then 2 talents, 2 droplet. I personally just can't stand 2 of ratios. But when I was testing, I just kept drawing multiples, like double droplet, double, you know, whatever, double talents and stuff. Obviously, the 3 quick launch. The only thing I do want to say that's super depressing, you paint it to me, bro, is fucking one time we were testing and I zombie vampired. I was like, oh, since we're play testing, I'm gonna gamble and see if it matters. I zombie vampired and milled 3 quick launch in a row. Like, they were just all next to each other. And this was like, you know, we've been game 3 of a match. Like, we pile shuffled, we've done everything. And I was just like, that's super depressing. But just want to note that. Also, 3 King Sark. I think you just always play 3. I don't know. I don't like the decks where you just play 1. I don't know. It's just me, though. And then 3 Emperor. I mean, that's just kind of whatever. So, and then for the extra deck, the extra dip. Just Striker. Now, hold on. The extra deck also, I'm going to talk about, is completely different than any extra deck that I've played on the channel before, and I actually enjoyed it a lot. So, I don't know what that says, but 1 Striker, 1 Pisty, of course, and then Rami's, Seal, SP. We did play Dark today, and we did play Unicorn for a Link 3. I didn't play IP and the BLS Link. So I just didn't play IP. I just didn't feel like I needed it. The Unicorn was like the last slot. I almost wanted it to be Celine a couple times, but I think the Celine is just fine, or the Unicorn's just fine. Like, either one you want to play. I might flex these out a little bit, but it's just Typhon is a card. So then the last link is the access code talker. We did not play Borland today. We did not play Borland today, or Triple Burst. I wanted to not play that card today and see if it mattered or not. It's very saddening because Borland's like one of my favorite extra deck cards, but Typhon just 100% outclassed it, like in every way. Same with the Talents, the Thrust, like, it's just really depressing, but it is what it is. We're just playing Zombie Vampire and Typhon. Didn't play the Galaxy dude today. I just, like, the card's very good, obviously. I just didn't play it, and I didn't need it either. I wasn't like, man, I wish this was Galaxy. And then for the Synchros, just the Savage, Chaos Angel, the Baron, and then the Boy dude. I actually opted out of the Dispatter for Psychic and Punisher today. In testing, we were testing with my boys and stuff, all the guys you've seen on the channel, almost all the guys you've seen on the channel. The Dispatter just didn't come up enough for me, and it was nice to have with the Rocks Rose stuff, the Rose Dragon shit. You can synchro with it with Lubellion or an 8 to make the Psychic and Punisher, and this just cleans up rogue matchups. It's like insane. And just all the life points you can pay. Sometimes Chaos Emperor will actually just put you down enough to game shot him. It's just, insane. So the Rose Dragon. I just keep saying Rocks Rose because it's just Rocks Rose Turbo.
It's the best one.
It is. It's weird because the Red Rose is limited, and obviously because of Halco Fibrax and whatever it used to be with that pile deck. But Rocks is just fucking the best one. It's crazy. And then I did have a side deck today. My side deck was whatever. I just wanted to test new stuff. So we have the obviously the Scarlight for time. Pankratops. I did play one more Regained in the side. This was kind of my play to, obviously when they get rid of the first one, like I could have played like an Ishizu Shuffler, whatever, you don't have to do that, but I think the Regain is just better, the second Regain, because it also combats the Shifter, and it also combats your Bestial, like Bestials in the mirror. I really enjoyed that, so. Then we're playing the Harpies, the 2 Lightning Storm, and shout out my boy Levante. I actually was playing 3 Herald of the Abyss today. I wasn't playing Thrust. I just chose to play 3 of this because it was just a locals. Well, it was an OTS locals, but we have a pretty decent turnout. And everyone that plays there is very good. So I was like, instead of thrusting and just being like, hey, dude, Ash, I just wanted to hard draw this if I was playing against Pearly. My boy Levante has just been on the deck forever. Shout out to you, bro. And then 3 Evenly, and just my only going first card, I guess, other than Regained, was the Skill Drain. I want to see if Skill Drain mattered. It didn't. I didn't sight it in at all today. Fun fact, and this isn't like a flex or anything, I didn't lose a single game today, which I thought was interesting, because like normally like we'll be like, oh, game 3 we got it in time, or like game 3, however it goes, but I didn't lose a single game today, which I thought was just insane. The Rose Dragon stuff is just like, I would highly suggest testing it. I was playing White Rose. Devin, how's White Rose, dude?
Not good.
That card sucks. I was also thinking about playing Ancient Pixie Dragon, and when we were testing too, I was also playing the Croc, level 9, so I could synchro with the Rose Dragon shit for the Croc to draw one. It was fine. It's just whatever. Psychic and Punishers ended up being better than all the stuff, but. Yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know how you feel. I'll see you guys later. Cheers.